Cancer Survivors Association of Kenya. I'm the Chair Lady of Cancer Survivors Association of Kenya. Today we are here at Taita Taveta County, trying to create awareness on cancer, all types of cancer, but specifically also breast cancer. We've come all the way from Nairobi, and we are here under the invitation of the county government of Taita Taveta and the First Lady of Taita Taveta County. And what Cancer Survivors Association does is that we are made up of cancer survivors from different parts of the country, over 1,000 members. And what we mainly do is that we provide psychosocial support to cancer survivors. So basically what we do is that we encourage one another. When one of us is unwell, we visit them, we talk to them. If somebody is newly diagnosed, we also talk to them and just give them encouragement. We also have monthly meetings, and we bring different speakers to come and talk to us about different topics. The other thing we do as Cancer Survivors Association of Kenya is that we sensitize, create awareness on all different types of cancer, which is partly what we are doing today. And we do that through different forums, through invitations in the community, through media, and also through the meetings and churches also. The other thing that we do is we lobby and advocate the government on various issues within the cancer space. Like for example, right now, one of the key things that we in the cancer space are lobbying for is treatment, NHIF treatment, because we know that cancer treatment is very, very expensive, very prohibitive for many people, that even the common mwananchi can actually not afford. Instead of what happens now, where they partially pay for your bills and they also don't pay for some of the tests like blood works that need to be done. So for us, we're saying that we'd want NHIF to cover all sorts of tests and all sorts of scans under the cancer treatment. The other thing that we want also as an association is issues to do with the disability. And when we look at cancer, it's actually a disability. And when, for example, when somebody has their mastectomy and they don't have one breast, it actually interferes with their hands and they're not able to perform economic activities. And so we are looking at cancer being recognized as a disability and clearly put within the Cancer Act, so that when we go to the National Cancer of Persons with Disability and we do vetting, when we go to the National Cancer of Persons with Disability, they don't have to take us through vetting because they have already, we've already been done assessment and we've been given disability cards. So we are saying that we really do not want to go through a vetting process again, where they vet us, and then most often than not, we are told that we cannot get the benefits that come from being a person living with disability. And I'll give you example, for example. You have that people with different disabilities are given different tools. Like for example, we see people living with disability are given sunscreen. We see people being given wheelchairs. When it comes to those who have gone through cancer, there are also other things that they need. Like for example, those that have gone through breast cancer, prosthesis is one of the items that we need. We also need compression sleeves, yeah, and we also need those who have like colon cancer. They need stoma bags. So there are different kind of things that we need as cancer patients that the National Council of Persons with Disability can be able to give us. The other thing that we are looking at right now, this is the COVID period. And before you go through like surgical procedures, they are requiring you to go through a COVID test, which of course is costing money. And already the person with cancer going through high treatment, which is quite expensive. So if we can have the government the government subsidize or actually not charge people living with, people living with cancer what do you call it, for COVID, then I think that would also be very good, so that we don't have to think of COVID tests, which is also costing us some money. Let us just do with our cancer treatment, and these other costs of COVID tests are removed from us. So now coming back to women, we are, like we said, we are people who try to create awareness, and would like to create awareness, especially to women, with regards to breast cancer. And we want to tell you that October, as it comes to an end, this is the month where we celebrate breast cancer. And we want to ask you that please go for screening. Please go for screening to any hospital that is near you. And remember that during this month, most of the hospitals are not charging for cancer screening. So it's important that you go for screening. It is also important that we try to do our own breast self-examination. And the starting point, of course, is for you to understand and know your body. So you need to understand and know your body so that when something different is there on your breast, then you're able to know. You're able to know, and you can go and see a doctor. For example, if it is your nipple, you press it, and if you have water oozing out or blood or pus, then you should go and see a doctor. If you have like the breast looking like skin that is burnt, you can also go and see a doctor. And of course, the most common one is when you press and you can feel a lump, you can also go and see a doctor. So it's important to notice some of these things or some of these signs so that you can go and seek help. And we also want to encourage you that if you go for screening and they find out that you have cancer, please remember that this is not a death sentence. We as people who have lived with cancer or who are diagnosed with cancer many years ago, we are okay. We have been alive for many years. People 20 years, others 10 years. So there is life after cancer. And once you have a mastectomy, you don't have to go, like somebody who doesn't have, who has a flat chest. We have prosthesis like this one, which you can wear in your bra, and which you can wear on your bra, and that will make you look like any other woman who does not have one breast. So it is important that you don't feel like you're going to be any different when you have a mastectomy, because you can wear a prosthesis and they come in different shapes and sizes. So we have like this one is a silicone prosthesis, but you also have some that are knitted, and you can get that and have it in your bra, and then you will look perfect just like any other woman. So please don't be afraid. Know that something can be done if you have a mastectomy, and you don't have to go walking around with one breast. The other thing is that stay positive. It's important to have a positive spirit. Always stay positive. Go on with your life as usual. Go and see your doctor. Go and see your doctor every other month or every other 3 months, depending on the kind of arrangement that you have with your doctor. So it's important to continue with your treatment, and just go and see the doctor when you feel discomfort or when you feel that your body is not normal. The other thing again is also to do with cervical cancer. I know that we are not celebrating cervical cancer this month, but it's important that we go for screening for all sorts of cancer anytime within the year. So even cervical cancer, we want to create awareness on cervical cancer. And it's important for women to also identify some of the symptoms that you may have that show that perhaps you could be having a symptoms. I mean, you could be having a cervical cancer. For example, you could be having a bad smell. So if you notice that you have a bad smell, or if you notice that a friend of yours has a bad smell, so please request them to go and see a doctor. The other thing is that if you're bleeding, maybe you're past the menopause age and you're bleeding, you should also go and see a doctor. If you've been having periods, say for 5 days, and you notice that your periods are prolonged, and maybe they are going in for more than 2 weeks, or maybe you have periods once, you have periods again after another 1 week or 2 weeks, it's also important to go and see a doctor. The other thing is that if you feel pain, especially on the lower abdomen, the pain that even goes to the back, it's also important to go and see a doctor. Of course, when it comes now to marital issues and you have a husband and there is pain during sex, it is also important to go and see a doctor. So some of these are the various issues that one needs to take care of as a woman and observe and see a doctor when need be. But the beauty is that with cervical cancer, it is actually preventable because now there is a vaccine. So please, if you have daughters, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, between the ages of 9 and 11, there is now a vaccine for HPV virus, which is one of the causes of cervical cancer. Please take them for this vaccine to the nearest health facility, and this will help them, and in future, they may be able to escape the cervical cancer problem. Yeah. Okay, to get in touch with us, we have a Facebook page, Cancer Survivors Kenya. Please go and check us out. And please go and check us out on our Facebook page. Also in Nairobi, you can get us. We don't have an office in Nairobi, but you can be able to get us because we meet every other third month. And you can get us on, my number is 0703 and we can be able to work together with you. And we do charge a membership fee for one to be able to join us. And if you reach out to us, we can be able to discuss more in terms of becoming our member and how you can be able to work with us. Thank you.